Hello everybody, and welcome back to WorldBox. And we are in the midst of a war between the Dwarves and the Elves right now. So let's see how things will go. We do have a Dwarf trading ship over there. Don't believe there's anything else at the moment though. I see some armies over there. Oh no, wait, there are some Dwarves. Right, the Dwarves had just landed. Forgot about that. And now they're fighting the Elves on the coast. Let's see how this will go. That's a win for them right there. Elven houses are still getting destroyed. And the Dwarves are continuing to take out any Elf that they see, as well as move up. And we got an Orc ship that's picking up Dwarves by the looks of it. So they're helping out the Dwarves with their transportation issues. I'm not sure if they're withdrawing or not, but there's a lot of Orcs on that ship. And now there's also Dwarves there as well. Will the Elves be going on any offensives anytime soon though? Do they have the army to? 89? Dwarves have 195. And Orcs have 324. Yeah, the Orcs are clearly ready to wipe out everybody. And now the Dwarves are getting bullied by another tornado again. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure if that beehive will survive. Will it? I guess it's possible it could. But now a lot of Dwarves have been dragged out to sea, which is not very ideal for them. And are they getting ready for another assault? It doesn't look like it. But it doesn't look like the Elves are either. Not yet, and maybe they are. Oh wait, I think they are. I see a ship right here. How many passengers? 16 on that one, none on that one. Okay. So that one's starting to get ready. And look at that, now an army is really showing up. The Elves are going to try one attempt. And we do have a Dwarf here that's trying to survive and take out some Elves by the looks of it. And what kind of bow is that? Just an iron one. Okay. And now, big Orcish revolt. Let's see how well this will go. They're capturing, once again, it's the colonies that have revolted again. Except this time they are actually capturing quite a bit. If they can capture Zapor, that would be a very useful part. Let's see though, how will they do? And they are capturing Den Rep. If they can capture it, then that would be extremely useful. I believe their army is elsewhere and Den Rep is now theirs. Nezo is... whoa. I was going to say Nezo is now the only... And what's happening? What's going on with these Orcs? Oh, they're betraying each other. Okay, so a bunch of Orcish cities took damage as well as some Elven ones. And now a bunch of fighting going on the coast. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out. And we do have a bunch of Dwarves, like literally a bunch, going somewhere. Unsure where though. Do they have a ship waiting somewhere? They must. Where else would they be going? Yep, they do. Right there. Let's see. How's everybody's armies doing? It's hard to tell right now, but this is the biggest civil war that has ever happened on Orcish soil. And right now, the dwarves are getting busy making new cities and whatnot. And are the elves getting ready for an attack? Oh yeah, they have attacked. They landed on dwarf soil. And they are fighting dwarves, and dwarves are dying as a result of this. But they will not be going down without a fight. That's for sure. The elves are good fighters though, and they are sticking together. Their archers providing support from the shores, and also decimating any orc that tries, or dwarf that tries to get close. But now the civilians are pushing forward in massive force. Look at that. Let's see. The only thing that might save them at this point is massive archer support. But the dwarves are going through annihilating everything, and now they're going for the archers. They might be able to take out some of them, but I doubt they'll take out all of those dwarves. They're actually taking down a lot of them though. And there's even a dwarf in there that has massive firepower. I see him, he's got a good sword. And a lot of elves are falling, as well as a lot of dwarves. And the elves re-established in that village, while the dwarves have landed another force, this time farther inland than before. And their archers are making sure to keep moving and taking out all of their children before they're even growing up. And now the archers are having to deal with some attacks, by the looks of it. It's not going half bad for them. Hopefully they'll be able to take out some of these elven archers before they lay waste to them. The dwarves are continuing their onslaught right now, but most of their main forces have been taken out. And it looks like the dwarves are getting another ship ready. Or wait, that was the same ship. So they must have launched an attack from their main capital, and now they're launching a secondary attack as well. The elves might be in over their head on this one. Their forces are going to be all occupied with the army over here, and they're not even going to see the dwarf army coming back up from the south again, annihilating this city. And the old horde fell, and now it's just Gogok that has come from it, but even they, the rebellion, has had another rebellion. And fighting going on now. They're going to be fighting on multiple fronts, trying to take out the city to the south as well as capture the one to the north, and it looks like they are capturing it. If they do that, they should have no problem dealing with the one to the south. And this dwarf army that just arrived is tearing up all the elves in the region. Look at that. Destroying all the cities on their way. They're also taking out a wolf on the island for whatever reason. They feel like that's necessary. They're splitting off into two separate groups now, making sure to deal with all the elves in their way. And they are all falling. Barely any dwarves are falling though. This elven city is about to fall though. And another earthquake. Where did that one happen? Unsure. Okay, let's just see then. Okay, that's why. It was out in the middle of the ocean. Didn't even affect anybody really. And this elven city is about to fall. It's coming close. As well as this one. Both of them are. And the dwarves are not stopping at anything. Wait, we've even got some dwarves swimming out to this center island. Are they gonna try and establish an outpost there? They could have picked a better crossing point, to be honest, but regardless. And the dwarves are going through, tearing up that town, what's left of it at least. And there are some elves that are still alive over here. Will they be able to survive against the dwarves though? That's the question. And that is a fast elf. Look at him. Fast, no kidding. 78 speed. But I don't know if speed will save him from the rest of these dwarves. Those elves though will need to be dealt with. And oh, the elves are getting ready for another attack. This ship here has 23 on it. Not nearly enough to do any significant amount of damage. And now this new Orcish rebellion is also doing well on the human continent, but the main Orcish power is now getting ready for another assault. It looks like the elves have landed. Let's see how well this battle will go. The dwarves are continuing their push up the Elven Peninsula. And the elves are throwing in more armies to try and stop the dwarves. But I'm not sure if they're doing too well. The dwarves might be establishing a new hold on that island, but there's another Orcish ship. I'm not sure where that one's going though. And we got another dwarvish ship getting ready as well. 18 on that one already. 3 on that one. Elven villages are beginning to fall now. And dwarves are continuing to onslaught the main elves, but the elves are also doing damage to them as well. I'm not sure if the elves were gonna pull a win out of this one though. There's far too many dwarves for them to deal with, and they still have more to deal with on their own continent, let alone going for a different one. It looks like some of them are starting to withdraw though. They're ending the attack. We do have another force inbound of 18. Looks like it's reinforcements for the ones that are already up north. They're continuing to lay waste to any city in their path as well. Populations are continuing to drop too. And let's see, what's left of the elves over here? We have a few archers and that's about it. Dwarf houses are built sturdy too. Doesn't seem like anybody's noticing them though. So they're just continuing to shoot any dwarf that comes close to them. Unless they move, I don't know if anybody will notice. That might be their only chance at doing anything. But right now, the elves are getting demolished. And they don't have very much, if any, of an army left to stop the dwarves at this point. It's all just kids, really. And the orcs have landed on the center island. The island in the very center of the world is now under Orcish control. I'm not sure how that'll go for them, but it can always go well, I suppose. And yeah, those reinforcements are doing a number on the elves right now. I'm not sure if they should be able to wipe out the elves. As long as the elves don't declare peace, or they don't defend themselves, but it looks like they are doing that. They are doing an alright job at defending themselves against the dwarves, but the dwarves are inevitable and they will keep coming, no matter what. Yep, and the king was just slain as well now. We do have some elves left over here, but they are slowly but surely being dealt with. And they don't like that dwarvish ship being there either. And now dwarves are starting to shoot back at them. There are a lot more elven archers than there are dwarves in this area though. And dwarves are being taken out by the elves as well. Slowly but surely the elves are being dealt with though. And the dwarves are dealing with the elves. And the dwarves have now also set up a camp, their very own stronghold on elven soil. But the elves have made peace. And now it's just the only conflict at the moment now is the Orcish Civil War. And let's see, how well is that ship stocked up? 26 people, okay. Not half bad. There's not much space for the dwarves. With all these mountains here, there's not much left for them there, but that doesn't mean that they won't make more. And we do have a ship there. So now the dwarves will be able to make their presence felt on elven land and hopefully get ready for the fight that will eventually come to the orcs. And we do have conflicts going right now on the orcish part of the human continent. And with the armies gone everywhere, it seems like it's just going to be civilians fighting at the moment. Dwarves are just passing through, heading home. But they are trying to defend themselves right now. And they aren't doing half bad of a job. But the elves have established a new village at the very edge. The dwarves are continuing to make their presence known on the elven lands. I'm just surprised that the elves survived at this point. But you never know. The orcs are now close enough to the elves, and there's a lot of empty land on the orcish continent. You wouldn't see anything like that on the dwarvish one. All roads, pretty much. And all occupied as well. Meanwhile, they are keeping true and making sure to keep going. The dwarves are resilient. I'll give them that. Same with this orcish rebellion as well. Very resilient. To basically anybody. And now they are launching an attack into that orcish empire territory. And they are trying to capture another city here. Let's see how well that'll go. If they can capture Zapor and make their army theirs, that'll be very useful. And right now they're also attacking Nepep at the same time. Might have underestimated the strength of this army. And there's a ship thrown down. Just a boat though. Nothing too difficult for them. But now they're also... oh, now they're really capturing it. A new kingdom was founded, though. Zapor, when they captured it, they immediately made it a safe haven for them. For the remaining people there. Interesting. But, what happened? Oh, a dwarvish rebellion was found. Not sure how well that'll go for them, but it'll definitely weaken the dwarves if that has any impact, really, but let's just see. Is that place part of that rebellion? I'm not sure. Nope, it isn't. The only place left is that coastal city of Osahi. And there's lots of fighting going on, a few tiles being taken by one another. The dwarves are going to be going to war with the orcs soon, by the looks of it. And the dwarves actually don't have... everybody has bad relations with each other at the moment. I think they do, at least. But there are a lot of different empires and things at the moment as well. The orcs have a permanent effect now, unless they go to war with that place there just for the heck of it. But right now, the dwarves are separated, and even now the orcs are stronger than them. And the orcs basically have control over that center island. The elves don't like that, I imagine, because of the close borders, and oh yeah, bad relations with them. Let's check how good they are with the elves. Not very good. And they're at war with them, so that's not very good, but what about them? I'm surprised they don't have... oh no, wait, there, that's the one. That's the one that it is. Close borders, yet they still have good relations. And are the dwarves getting ready for an assault? It looks like they are. I see a bunch of soldiers coming in. It looks like a big battle's coming up. Right at the edge of the city. Let's see how well it'll go. Yeah, everybody's getting ready for war. I see a bunch of trading ships on the move everywhere. There's no conflicts at the moment right now, though. And now that city has declared its independence over there. And Osahi is being retaken. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe it is not. I imagine it won't take the dwarves very long to do it, though. They're already taking that mountain pass to get through. by the looks of it. So it should not take them very long at all to get past their defenses and retake Osahi. I'm not sure what I'm seeing. That's an orc over there. Why is there an orc amidst the fighting? I have no clue. No clue at all. But now Osahi is being retaken by the dwarves. Let's see if it'll be for keeps this time. It is. Look at that. But Osahi did lose a few buildings in the process. But now the dwarves are mostly united. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter at this point. And now what is happening? Oh, another civil war. Nezo wants power. Wow. Is that a surprise at this point? Not really. But we'll have to wait till next time to see the outcome. But yeah, a lot of interesting stuff happening. A lot of wars happening. The conclusion of the Dwarvish-Elvish war. The Dwarf-Elf war? Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. And then a bunch of civil wars going on with the orcs. And a little bit of one with the dwarves as well. But mostly solved fairly quickly. And yeah, elves really took a beating from that last war with the dwarves. Really showed their prowess in battle, they did. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.